What's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the changes to the Facebook newsfeed. Now, by now, you've probably heard a lot of opinions on the impact that Facebook has laid down for business pages. Well, I'm here to say that it's not all bad for business pages. In fact, Zuckerberg has clearly defined what Facebook wants from business pages. And if you abide by that list of things, chances are your page is going to get a better reach than it is now. Now, if you haven't seen this news already, and if you're not a marketer, maybe this video won't apply to you, but in some sense, I think it applies to every one of us who is a content creator. Most of us have a Facebook page, most of us have Facebook groups, or both. So these changes only affect business pages for now, unless Facebook changes their mind on something else. And so what is happening here is that Facebook wants to prioritize what is seen in the newsfeed. And what they've been seeing in the newsfeed from business pages is a bunch of junk. And you might say, well, I don't post junk and I get good reach and I get good interactions and people are seeing my content. Well, that's great. You are in the minority. And so Facebook for a long time now has been pushing pages to the wayside because of the minutia that pages are putting out. The content is sometimes just a second thought. It is a distribution channel, like a Twitter. I use Twitter as a distribution. I use Buffer and I send it off to Twitter. Facebook doesn't want that. Facebook wants you to actually have engaging content. They want you to have conversations with people who like your page. They don't want you to just copy and paste and put something into Facebook and just, wash your hands. That's it. I'm done. I'm done for the day. I posted all my Facebook posts and now I'm walking away. That's not what Facebook wants pages to do anymore. They want you to fix that. All right? So for the reach right now, I don't think these changes are going to be in effect. They might be already starting to be in effect, but the statements, the announcements, which I'll leave in the description below, we're talking about they will change, not that they have changed. So if you're seeing changes in your Facebook newsfeed, then yeah, they might be already rolling out these changes. Facebook wants to prioritize conversations between family and friends. And that is what's going to be showing up in the newsfeed primarily first. And all of the business pages and brands and public content will be second-ish or third or fourth or last in the newsfeed, depending on how far you scroll down. So here's a couple of pieces, and I'm going to read it directly, a couple of pieces from Facebook's announcement. Facebook was built to bring people closer together and build relationships. One of the ways we do this is by connecting people to meaningful posts from their friends and family in the newsfeed. Over the next few months, we'll be making updates to ranking so people have more opportunities to interact with the people that they care about. So they're looking very closely at the newsfeed and prioritizing family and friends posts. All right? And he goes on to say, Mark Zuckerberg, as we make these updates, pages may see their reach, video watch time, and referral traffic decrease. The impact will vary from page to page, driven by factors including the type of content they produce and how people interact with it. Pages making posts that people generally don't react to or comment on could see the biggest decreases in distribution. Pages whose post prompts conversation between friends will see less of an effect. So he has clearly outlined exactly what is going to take place. Now, I don't see this as a bad thing because Facebook is forcing business pages to stop the drivel, stop the minutia, focus on people who have liked your page, give valuable, useful content for people to digest, ask questions, have conversations, start discussions. This is the type of content that will help your page posts rank higher in the newsfeed. So if you think about it, Facebook pages have already reached rock bottom. The organic reach for your business page posts is roughly one person who has liked your page out of every 100. So if you have a small page, like I do, Security Marketing Solutions, I have 94 likes. So out of the 94 likes, I'm lucky if maybe one person comes by and says hello. So that is just organic reach. That's not paid reach, it's not advertising. That all is a whole separate thing. So the handwriting's been on the wall for quite a while on Facebook punishing, really, pages that don't produce quality content that is engaging and starts conversations. So it's already been there. So implementation has not really changed. They've basically just come out and said what they've been doing all along. So the next question you might have is, well, how do you get the interactions that you will need for your page content to be seen? And Zuckerberg goes into a nice paragraph that outlines the exact content that they're looking for that will increase engagement, start discussions and conversations and reactions. All right? He says, page posts that generate conversations between people will show higher in newsfeed. For example, live videos often lead to discussions among viewers on Facebook. In fact, live videos on average get 6 times as many interactions as regular videos. Many creators who post videos on Facebook prompt discussion among their followers, as do posts from celebrities. Well, hey, I'm not a celebrity, and chances are, if you're watching this, you aren't one yet either. So, in groups, people often interact around public content. Local businesses connect with their communities by posting relevant updates and creating events. And news can help start conversations on important issues. So, if I were to put this in a bullet list for you, I would say live video, native video, which is uploading videos to Facebook, including your SRT, your captions, including titles, including thumbnails, just like you would do on YouTube. And not just uploading a video, actually asking questions in the little text area. Asking people who have liked your page, hey, what do you think about this? Is this something that you would like? Is this, what are your opinions on this? Asking questions like that will engage your fans. Relevant updates. So giving content that is relevant to your fan base, to your market. Now, this is nothing new, but people have been sharing just whatever they see on the news, and they've been posting it right over onto Facebook. Now, that in itself is not a bad thing, but if you're just copying and pasting, without any interaction, without asking questions, without starting a discussion, then that post is not going to get any traction. Even if you do all these things that Facebook is asking you to do, there is no guarantee that your content will rise in the newsfeed. But it's a good start. And if you think about it, you're giving content that your audience wants. And so you really have to think about strategically planning your content and posting it to Facebook with all of this in mind, keeping the fact that you want to start conversations, you want to start engagement. It's not going to happen overnight. but this is what they're looking to do. So it's no longer copying, pasting everything that you see and posting it on Facebook. It's actually creating conversation. So the next question you might be asking is, why the change? Well, if you think about it, like I've already said, it's not much of a change. But why are they doing it in such a harsh way, if you will, if you want to think about it that way? Why are they doing it like cut and dry? There are several reasons why this has happened. One of which, and maybe the biggest, is the congressional hearing and the backlash on the Russian influence, all of the fake news that was appearing in the news feed, and how they used newsfeed and advertising to promote their fake news that influenced the presidential campaign. So I think that is a big reason why, to cut down on that drivel, cut down on the fake news, cut down on the like baiting and the engagement bait and on all that type of stuff, like if you agree and that type of stuff. So that is a big thing that they're cracking down on. Another reason is that Facebook is going crazy right now with Facebook Watch, their new YouTube-like section that they have on Facebook. And you're going to probably see more content coming in from Facebook Watch into your news feed, so it will drive traffic to the Watch page where you can watch videos and Facebook shows and Facebook generated content, like shows like Return the Favor. And there's a new Tom Brady one, if you're a Patriots fan, that's going to be coming out. So stay tuned for that. I know I would be. So I've kind of outlined the steps that you need to do as a person who owns a business page on Facebook, about what type of content that Facebook is looking for and all that. Now, there are some helpful tips that you might want to implement. There's a way to ask your fan base to turn on notifications for your page. That's a good one. And also for them to actually click on the follow tab on your page and click on receive notifications and click on see first. So you'll see potentially that content from that page, from your page, in the newsfeed first. But that is not a guarantee. And in fact, Facebook outlines that it's not a guarantee that you will see not even any content from this page, especially if you don't adhere to the new policies that Facebook has implemented about what kind of content will rise in the newsfeed. Another big part that you might want to get into is groups. Groups did a big overhaul last year, got Facebook Insights in the groups now, so you have analytics, you get to see who's posting how often, what type of content they're posting, and all that great information that was severely lacking in groups. They've also implemented a couple of other features, like a one-click button to recognize the new people that have joined the group, stuff like that. So groups are a great way to bring your community together and maybe even create groups around a more popular topic like marketing or social media or gaming or a particular game, if you're into that type of thing. So Facebook groups are probably the best way to go to increase your engagement with your fan base. So here are my closing thoughts on all this, and it's pretty much what I said in the beginning. This is not the end of business pages. There is no panic. There is no Facebook zero that some have said. None of that is going to happen. This is not the end of business pages on Facebook, but rather a new beginning, a new focused beginning, focused content provided by you and your team, if you have a team, to create valuable, useful content for your market. And that's pretty much it. Facebook wants it to be a positive influence where people can laugh and say hello and network, be some more supportive of each other, learn, and have discussions on the topics of the day. Now that sounds like fun to me. I don't know about you. And again, I'll leave links to the two announcements that came. One is from Zuckerberg's Facebook post, and the other one is the official Facebook announcement that came out last week. So that's it for me. I hope this video has dispelled some of the rumors that are going on. That's the end of Facebook business pages. Clearly, it is not. It's just a refocus, a re-energize. Get your real good content on there and have some fun. And that's what Facebook should be about. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And let me know if you have any comments down below. For more about me, go to larrysnow.me, and I'll see you in the next video.